We're diving deep into the top 10 poisonous chemicals in the world. Get ready to be amazed, shocked, and intrigued as we uncover the secrets behind these lethal concoctions. Number 10. Ethylene glycol. Discovered to the world in 1856, this chemical goes by the chemical formula of C2H6O2. Catch it lurking in computer coolants, automobile antifreeze, and even some air conditioning systems. Don't be fooled by its common household presence. This chemical is not to be underestimated. Once inside the body, ethylene glycol transforms into glycolaldehyde, taking a detour from the road of harmless fun. This journey leads to the creation of glycolic acid, wreaking havoc on the body's delicate pH balance and unleashing a cell-killing spree. The kidneys and central nervous system find themselves on the front lines of this chemical warfare. This devious liquid doesn't just have a penchant for poisoning, it's got a sweet side too. With a notorious sweet taste, ethylene glycol has unwitting victims of all ages, from curious kids to unsuspecting adults, falling prey to its deadly charm. Talk about a killer with a sweet tooth. Number 9. 2,3,7,8-tetrachlorodibenzo-P-dioxin, also known as TCDD or the infamous dioxin. This bad boy made its debut in 1897, rocking the chemical formula C12H4Cl4O2. Where does it like to play hide and seek? In the fat of meat, fish, and dairy, thanks to the industrial antics. Beyond its killer name, this toxic troublemaker is a byproduct of combustion gone wrong. We're talking incomplete combustion without enough oxygen. It results in leaving mark on your body, creating lesions known as chloroquine, and goes on a rampage in fatty organs like the liver, spleen, and intestines. But we're still in the dark about how dioxin pulls off its sinister acts. It's a fat-soluble mystery, accumulating in your body's fatty tissues and refusing to leave the party. Treatment for dioxin poisoning? It's like playing chemical roulette, a game of guesses with some seriously high stakes. Number 8. Batrachotoxin. Discovered in the era of the 1960s, batrachotoxin is the stealthy villain lurking on the vibrant skin of poison dart frogs in the heart of South America. With the chemical formula of C31H42 and 2O6, this minuscule molecular marvel packs a punch that defies belief. Just 2 micrograms per kilogram could send a grown man into the abyss, making it a formidable force to be reckoned with. This wicked substance, a neurotoxin with an insidious agenda, slyly sabotages the intricate working of neurons. Imagine a world where these messengers of electrical impulses are silenced, rendering paralysis and inevitably the ultimate fate. Number 7. Potassium cyanide, a chemical luminary that stepped into the limelight back in 1752. With a chemical formula as concise as its deadly impact, KCN, this salt is far from the benign seasoning we sprinkle on our fries. Instead, it's a notorious character with a dark history, often playing the lead role in the tragic tales of spies and soldiers who sought a swift exit from this world. Picture this lethal antagonist infiltrating ore processing facilities and lurking in some photographic fixers. Potassium cyanide doesn't mess around. It disrupts the delicate processes of cellular respiration, the very essence of energy production within our cells. Armed with the ability to inhibit a crucial enzyme in ATP production, the body's energy currency, this chemical sends victims on a harrowing journey. Within minutes, consciousness slips away, leaving victims at the mercy of brain death. Number 6. Thiolacetone. Unveiled to the world in the year 1889, this olfactory enchanter goes by the chemical formula C3H6S. Curiously, you might stumble upon this wizardry in the hidden realms of some chemistry labs. Now, thiolacetone isn't your typical poison. It won't explode, corrode, or go on a volatile rampage. But its power lies in the essence it emits. A scent so formidable, it's been dubbed fearful. Stand in its presence, and you might find yourself in a dramatic scene, vomiting, fainting, or escaping in sheer horror. Thiolacetone won't kill you, but it'll probably make you severely suffer. Number 5. Dimethylmercury. Introduced in the ancient year 1858, This alchemical marvel is encoded with the chemical formula Kg2H6. Seek its presence in the mystical realms of reference toxin sets. Dimethylmercury, a seemingly innocent concoction, boasts a central mercury atom entwined with two mystical methyl CH3 companions. Now, while the perils of mercury are no secret, the raw liquid metal is surprisingly benign. It cannot infiltrate the body's tissue solo, rendering it harmless. However, with the introduction of those two enchanting methyl companions, this compound, once absorbed into the bloodstream, ignites a perilous journey throughout the body, unleashing its toxic charm. The true menace of dimethylmercury surfaced in 1996 when chemist Karen Wetterhahn experienced a tragic accident in the lab. Unaware of the impending danger, she spilled 2 drops of dimethylmercury on her glove, trusting the latex to protect her skin. Little did she know that within months, the cognitive onslaught would begin: slurred speech, impaired thinking, and overwhelming fatigue, eventually slipping into a coma after a 5-month struggle. Number 4. Fluoroantimonic acid. This powerhouse is a whopping 10 quadrillion times stronger than sulfuric acid. Imagine it as the acid superhero that could munch through plastic and glass effortlessly, leaving mere mortals astounded. It's so potent that it could potentially dissolve your skin and still crave more action. Fluoroantimonic acid flaunts the chemical formula H2SBF6. Encounter it in the thrilling realm of tetraxinone gold compound manufacturing facilities. But beware, this acid is no easy date. It demands to be stored in Teflon containers, the only materials resistant to its corrosive charm. Scientists, in their quest to understand this acid superhero, find themselves constrained, unable to use regular glass beakers unless heavily diluted. Number 3. Azide. This explosive sensation, formerly known as C2N14, is not your typical chemistry lab resident. Think of it as a volatile artist, comprised of 14 nitrogen atoms intricately arranged in a high-energy conformation, but it's so edgy that the mere thought of stability gives it the heebie-jeebies. This explosive chemical is so unstable that traditional instruments meant to measure explosiveness throw their hands up in defeat. It's literally too explosive to be measured for explosiveness. Imagine a substance so sensitive that the softest touch, the slightest temperature shift, or even a beam of light could set off a spectacular pyrotechnic display. Finding it is like stumbling upon a rare gem, almost nowhere, just lurking in some elusive chemistry labs. Number 2. Chlorine trifluoride. Exposed to the world in the 1930s, chlorine trifluoride, bearing the chemical formula ClF3, emerged from the depths of Nazi laboratories as a destructive force. Initially conceived as a tool to melt through Allied bunkers, it proved too volatile even for wartime applications. This chemical juggernaut reacts explosively with almost anything, setting fire to glass, sand, rust, and even the seemingly indestructible asbestos. The United States, in a daring move, experimented with transporting a ton of this volatile substance in a specialized tanker. Disaster struck as the tanker crashed, releasing the fiery ClF3 onto the warehouse floor, devouring concrete and several feet of dirt and gravel. Suffice it to say, this chemical deserves to be kept at a considerable distance. Number 1. Dimethylcadmium. With its mysterious origins shrouded in secrecy, this captivating compound carries the chemical formula C2H6, adding an air of enigma to its identity. Lighter than its notorious predecessor, dimethylcadmium is a menacing organic compound that instantly infiltrates the bloodstream, wreaking havoc on vital organs, including the heart and lungs. Surviving the initial exposure is merely the beginning of the peril. This nefarious molecule is not only highly carcinogenic, but also possesses a shocking tendency to explode in water. Adding to its sinister repertoire, it decomposes into dimethylcalcium peroxide, a highly explosive compound. It's a dangerous dance with a molecule that ticks all the boxes: volatile, poisonous, cancer-causing, and explosively vicious. No wonder the majority of the world's chemists prefer to steer clear of this chemical enigma. Remember, the world of chemistry is full of surprises, so stay curious and stay safe. Let me know in the comments which chemicals was an unpleasant surprise. If you enjoy learning of poisonous things, like and subscribe for more top toxic topics.